Good morning, and hope you all have been well. And this is part 11 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. So before we get into today's episode and chase after Alita and Kata, I do want to apologize for the lack of uploads as of late. To keep it simple, like I brought up on last Saturday's upload, I've just been very busy with work and other in real life stuff that's been going on and haven't really put a lot of time into YouTube, so yeah. I'm hoping to use the weekend here to pre-record 2 to 3 episodes of Rejuvenation, so yeah. Of course you'll see this on Monday, and hopefully for Wednesday and Friday I should have a video pre-recorded for those days, so I don't have to worry too much about recording during the weekday. And then on, whatchamacallit, Night in the Woods, I'll probably pre-record a few of those, probably on Monday when I get back late from work tomorrow, so yeah. But anyways, let's go on ahead and get into the story and all here. What's going on here? Gyarados Mountain isn't a volcano, so why is this place? Alan, the eldest always said this place was supposed to be a damp and calm mountain, but this is nothing close to what she described. Gyarados Mountain isn't a volcano. Everything was going so well. I thought the sensei had his eyes open by your battle, but now I feel like I started something terrible. Please, Alan, help me find the sensei. Thank you so much, Alan. I know we can find him together. Let's get a move on. Sounds like a plan. But yeah, overall, like I brought up before, I do apologize for like the lack of uploads. I really do want to get more into like recording and whatnot, but life has just been extremely busy, and normally when I get like home late, it's just like I usually just crash or kind of like just like chillax for the rest of the night and just not really in the mood to like really play much. So yeah, but I will try to get more consistent and better at it, so yeah. But anyways, enough of that. Since I've ranted on that a million plus times throughout many different videos, let's go on ahead and talk to Alita here. I have a bad feeling about this place. I hope I'm wrong. It's too hot to run in here. We're getting nowhere. We wouldn't be in this mess if Sensei would have just spoken to me. Why does he always have to be so stubborn? Don't worry, I'll heal your Pokemon. I have a lot of revival herbs and lemonades. Now, whenever like you do walk around with a certain character, mainly for like new players, you can of course talk to them and they will say some certain stuff, and sometimes it can be interesting. What is that thing? It's gross and creepy. It's looking at us. I don't like this. For a moment. And it's kind of a cool little like detail. I have to look back on one of like the older episodes on the older Rejuvenation Let's Play, but I don't know if like the eye actually like followed you around on some of the older like versions. It's honestly kind of like a cool little like detail there. But I gotta say, I really like Gyarados like Mountain. Like it pretty much like looks like the same, like design wise and all of that, but like the layout and everything, it's definitely different than V13 and V12. I honestly kind of like it a lot. So I guess we'll go ahead and break those. I'm trying to think of like some other things to kind of like bring up, but I just don't really have a lot to say. I believe like down here, by the way, once you get a certain move, you can come back to, I believe, get a Cyndaquil egg if I'm not mistaken. Go on ahead and break that. Now, I don't know why that's there, unless there's an item. There is an item. Okay. So I guess we'll go on back over here. And I'm kind of curious then, because like I think when I was like exploring on one of my other game files, I think they took out the one, maybe I'm wrong though, but I don't remember seeing like the old like Team Zen scientist lady with the like trade Pokemon for like black shards, not black shards, like the normal color like shards, like the red, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, and all of that. So I guess they might have moved it somewhere else then. But anyways, that's not super important. What's that thing on the ground? Where do these things keep coming from? Yes, I am a weird instrument in the ground. Sek heard you call him disgusting and creepy just moments ago. Nice to meet you, I am Sek. Security Enforcer Component, model number 3567. This model was placed under the authority of Subject Matalis. May Sek please see your ID? ID, I don't have anything like that. No worries, I shall use Sek's access to roster to confirm your identity. Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut. You wretched pieces of garbage, you are nowhere to be found in Team Zen's roster, which means you two are considered intruders. No Team Zen complimentary pudding for either of you. As a result, Sek will vaporize you into nothing. Please die. I think that's a little rude. But I guess we'll see how it goes. Now for new players with Shadow Pokemon, same thing that I brought up before. It's kind of like up to you if you wish to capture them. Me personally, with every time that I play another game of Rejuvenation, I tend to capture every single one, but it is a optional thing, and I don't think it really like alters like story stuff and whatnot. Well, besides the whole like Zeta thing with like the dialogue change if you do capture it, there is like that, but besides that, I don't think it really has like a big influence with the game. I don't think so, but again, I prefer to have them than not have them, if that's fair to say. And it is something that's kind of like cool though, because like I had like a viewer bring it up on one of the other episodes that they found it like pretty like neat and cool that their team with what battles that they use their Pokemon for is completely different than the Pokemon that I use for like similar battles and whatnot. And it's something that I cannot stress enough for new or repeat players that may be stuck or confused. It's always good and healthy to switch up things, try different things, experiment, have fun with it. So again, there are a lot of, creative ways you can go about certain battles. Try it, maybe fail a few times, and kind of like continue onwards. And hopefully you find, a good solution to, achieving the win in a battle. And again, I'm always here to help out if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I feel like I worded that all weird, but hopefully that makes sense. Wow, you two beat Sek at his own game. Impressive. I suppose this means Sek is out of a job now. You attacked us first. We could have just gone past you. And how exactly did you expect to do that, you stupid grape? Hey, Sek is automatically lunged out of the ground when people come too close to him. Sek is quite literally a roadblock. This is your own fault. Sorry. You should be. Well, now that Sek is defeated, there's no reason for Sek to exist here. Is that a stick of dynamite? It is tradition for Sek to self-destruct upon failure. Sek shall explode into itty-bitty pieces. I hope you don't get cut up by my shrapnel. If you're gonna blow yourself up, then just do it already. Do not cry for Sek. Sek will remember you in his dreams. Now, I don't want to get into like spoiler territory, but that's some cool like foreshadowing kind of stuff for way later events within the game. Like again, like I've noticed that here and there, like with like the game, and I want to like point it out whenever like I see those subtle little like dialogue like details there, however you want to word it. It's really neat and cool how they do that. But anyways, but also, fair warning, Sek has a wife. Wife is much more annoying than Sek. She's beautiful, but annoying. Sek loves her with all of Sek's motherboard. Okay, bye. Man, what was all of that? I don't even want to think about it. We should just keep... It seems you have murdered my husband in cold blood. Hey, Clara. Not only did you break my husband, but also my heart, and that is an impressive feat considering that I have none. I am evil. Are you now? Well, now that I am down a family member, I suppose one of you will have to do as a replacement. Eeny, meeny, miny. You are now my daughter. I'm so sorry, Alita. We'll go save you soon. Now let's see if there's any items on the rocks or barrels. Doesn't seem to be. But I guess again, like I brought up, overall, like, with V13.5, like, I love the changes so far. Like, I do know, like, some, like, story stuff and whatnot within V13.5, but this will be technically more so like a first time kind of like playthrough, checking out most of the new things. Now, Like, I know on my, like, other, like, game files, like, exploring, like, I do know, like, some areas and certain things, and I also know some weird, like, dialogue stuff that, like, you can actually, like, input certain text and certain things kind of, like, happen. I do know about those, like, little, like, events, and it's honestly a really cool little, like, addition to the V13.5 version and all of that, but like besides that, for most of like the new story stuff and all of that, for the most part, I don't know a lot of it, so it is kind of like a first time reaction for me. So yeah, I don't know why I thought about bringing that up, but I just thought I'd say it, because why not? Following me in here was a mistake, Alon. You would do well to turn around. Turning around would be dumb and in fact stupid. Good news, the girl I abducted was happily accepted by Miss Madalis. Girl you abducted? One moment, I'm getting a call. Ah, good to see you, Kata. And... sorry, not and. What are you doing in my lab? A rebellion, perhaps? I won't let Team Zen control me any longer. So yes, you've thought of the right answer in that void of you call a brain, sorry. Ahem, I wouldn't be talking to me that way, not in your situation. My situation. I have a very special someone in my possession. I believe you know her as Alita. It wasn't enough for you to follow me, you had to bring her here too. Make no mistake, Kata, she came here by herself. We all saw it throughout the security cameras, don't blame Alon for your bad decisions. Oh, and by the way, you seem to make quite a lot of those. But no matter, we'll be waiting for you in the throne room. We'll settle things in there. Until then... This is the absolute worst case scenario, but there's no use worrying about it right now. We need to work together now. We'll save Alita, shut down this factory, and drive Team Zen out of my village. No time for questions, and certainly no time for answers. So... that sounds like a great plan and all. And I gotta say, the layout within here is also different. Because like back then there was the whole thing with getting like the 4 keys, if I'm not mistaken, or like the key cards, whatever it was. Kind of interesting. Also kind of like really excited to get more into it. So I guess what we'll do for like these like normal like grunt battles, we'll just kind of like pause for the rest of them, since we're like already done with this one. We'll just kind of like go on through it, but for future ones I'll just pause to get through it. And again, for like boss battles and stuff like that, we definitely will not be like skipping out on those. But yeah, so it seems like the theme is like still the same, because I assume there's a green one somewhere, similar to like V13 and V12. Well, no, V12 looked different. V13 got changed, and then I guess they rechanged it again here, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. Alrighty, so got through that, but yeah, I have to like look back on some of those if they actually did rechange those. I'm not 100% certain on that though. Alrighty, so we got her out of the way. I guess we got another one here. Alrighty, so that's out of the way. Is there a... yes there is. Revival Herb, not gonna really be helpful since we're doing a no items run, but we can honestly actually just sell it and get some money. I guess there is like a benefit to that. Okay, so I guess we go here. That's locked. And I assume this is gonna be like pretty straightforward. I don't think this is gonna be really that difficult. Okay, 2 more battles. Let me get these guys out of the way. Alrighty, so those 2 are out of the way. Let's see. Okay, so they kept the library then. I guess we'll do some reading then. Madalis, the shadification process is rather simple. To transform a Pokemon into a shadow Pokemon, a certain amount of ether energy is required. Using this ether, we are able to close the door to a Pokemon's heart. In doing so, this removes the Pokemon's emotions and turns them into an emotionless fighter. Okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. If you're going to face Madalis, you should read some of the books in this room. Who knows, maybe it'll save your life. Oh, so this one's a little hidden. Matalus, the head scientist, recently procured an extremely powerful Pokemon. This Pokemon was obtained under the desire to transform it into the most powerful Shadow Pokemon. Where she was able to obtain this Pokemon is unknown. Now, that does, I think I brought it up before, it gets into like where love lies, and like I brought up, I think on the last episode, it honestly is like a game worth like checking out, whether you want to check out my or somebody else's like Let's Play, or play it on your own time. It honestly is like worthwhile, because like it gives some story, lore, kind of like stuff with Rejuvenation. Now, to be fair, it is like a way older game, so maybe some of that stuff might be somewhat outdated, but for the most part, I think it still is worthwhile to play, and it is more on the buggy side, unfortunately. And there is like a guide that kind of like helps you go through all of that, so you get like the true ending. So yeah, it is overall up to you on how you want to go about it, but yeah. Anyways, the powerful Pokemon Matos captured could not be turned into a Shadow Pokemon through normal procedures. The Pokemon was violent and needed to be subdued using extra methods. The staff in this laboratory were able to create armor that subdued its abilities while the shadification process is ongoing. So I guess we'll press that there. Volcanion is able to generate enough energy to fuel organic and inorganic material. Its waters have been found to have healing effects. However, it can be found to burn its targets sometimes. For a moment. During Matalus's research expedition in Mount Ruin, she came across a Volcanion. Somehow she managed to capture it and bring it to Gyarados Mountain. Using Rift Matter, she was able to transform Volcanion into a power source potent enough to fuel her experiments. An unfortunate side effect to this energy is that, while potent, it is unstable. The extreme heat it produces caused the lower portions of the mountain to transform and melt away. Matalus found the side effect to be beneficial. Okay. And I guess, we'll battle you here. Alrighty, so that's out of the way. But yeah, if you want to like read up on that and also get into like where like love lies, like I would definitely like check it out if you have not. Oh wait. Oh, I'm dumb. We can go up here now. So I guess we'll go do that. That's locked. So then that one's green. Wasn't there? No, that was yellow. So let me... Well, maybe it's over here. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, that was blue and green, so I guess that unlocks the green and the blue one. Oh, hi. I have no interest in stopping you or whatever. See, Ellie and I were only here to pick up a new batch of Shadow Pokemon, but somehow Ellie got himself trapped in one of these machines and is now in danger of becoming Shadowfied. Is that even possible for humans? Either way, I didn't see you. You didn't see me. How's that sound? Now to figure out how to get this imbecile out of this machine. I do like the new like chamber like designs, like they look really nice, but I think I like the old like dialogue text with Sharon and Ellie with that situation. Like it made it a little more like goofy than this one, but both are totally fine though. Don't really hate either or. Anyways though, I guess we'll pause here. Alright, so got that out of the way. And also, something that I like realized going through here, I have not seen any like PC or like healing station. And I guess that's still here as well. I don't really know what to name a Mr. Mime Jr. or Mime Jr. sorry. So I guess if you have like name suggestions, I'm definitely all ears. Upgrade, not a bad item at all. But I'm kind of hoping there is one, because like before a certain battle, there was a whatchamacallit, like a PC. Well, it actually just might be like up ahead, honestly. Oh wait, I'm dumb. You're ground. Alrighty, so that's out of the way. I mean, at least I hope there's a, like, healing station and all. I mean, there's the butterfly, but that, I don't think that's like a PC, right? No, it's more so just, I mean, it might be up ahead, actually. But yeah. I don't know why, I went back to, like to say before this one, I don't know why, like, I kind of want to, like, play a game without touching the butterflies. I don't know if it really matters or not, but I just don't really want to, like, use them. Alita. It sure took you long enough to get in here, but now that you are here, then, sorry, the show can finally begin. Show, everything is just a game to you. Yes. Let her go, Madalus. Alita has nothing to do with this. Maybe half an hour ago that would have been true, but now she's a playing piece just like the rest of us. Now, I brought up before, I love those small little like dialogue details there. Because like even like Madalus knows herself with like Team Zen and like other things that are like going on within the game. Like I'm just a game piece, but I still happen to be, you know, a much more better one than Alita at this given point within the game. I don't know. Like it's not like that big of a deal, but to me, that a person that's like replayed a game a lot, it's really interesting to notice those small little things. I'll leave it at that. But you don't see her that way. Of course you wouldn't, because why would a man refer to his own daughter that way? How? Oh, come on, we're all thinking it, right? And with that response, I'm confident enough to say that I am right. With that info, everything starts to line up and make sense. What are you talking about? Don't. I'm going to tell you a secret, girl. Your father is nothing but an irredeemable traitor to you and your village. The purpose of this facility is to create shadow Pokemon, but there's another small little part of it that you don't know about. In truth, Team Zen could have never taken over Sheridan a long time ago, but in exchange for peace. Sorry, it could have taken Sheridan a long time ago. Kada gave it up. Sorry. Kada gave up the lives of everyone in Sheridan Village except you. No, but yes. When production is complete, the factory here would be shut down, but the problem is that the amount of energy generated here cannot be moved or contained. So once production ends, the mountain will explode, and Sheridan Village will be wiped out of... Man, I cannot read today. Will be wiped out in a volcanic eruption. Is this true? It's true. For a moment. Alita. Oops, did I do that? Well, you can have her back. Now, if you're in for a show, I recommend you following me. But if your folly is as powerful as my jolly, then hurry on yonder, sorry. Are you okay? I don't want to talk to you right now. My feelings towards you are tough. I don't expect you to understand, but I had my reasons to do what I did. That doesn't make it right. You're right, it doesn't. I have a lot of sin in my soul, and I've caused a great number of people pain. I feel like I read that wrong again, sorry. But in this moment, I'm trying to make it right however I can. I know, I believe in you still. I always have. You always were too pure for your own good. Alita, Alon, I want to go... Sorry. God, man, I cannot read today at all. I'm so sorry. I want you to go back to the village. There's no way, is what I would usually say. But in this situation, I cannot guarantee success alone. I know what Madalus has waiting for us, and it's going to be extremely dangerous for all of us. But if we don't stop her here, then it's just delaying the inevitable. We're here with you. Thank you. In that case, let's move. Poor Alita. That's gotta be like a lot on her. Just getting all that kind of like info and whatnot. Especially with like the whole like Kada thing as well. But I guess with that, there really isn't a PC at all. And I'm honestly kind of like surprised and wonder why they took that out of, whatchamacallit, the previous version then. Well, no, this version. The previous version had the PC star and all of that. And like, God, I don't know why. somehow, like, I cannot speak today. Alright, let me try to, like, reboot here. It is, like, interesting, though, because, like, I guess, like, slight spoilers, just to give a little bit of, like, a spoiler warning here. Now, before I do, like, get into it, in the in the comment section below, there's a timestamp with, like, a guide kind of like thing that I created for this playlist, or playthrough playlist, whatever you want to call it. Man, I've said it like a million times. I cannot read. I cannot speak today. Let me try to reboot again. Within the comment section below, there is going to be a guide with timestamps for the player. Throughout the series, it will be within every video. Whenever I get into spoilers, you can go there, click on the later one, that'll skip you on ahead. If you want to listen to what I'm going to say, you can continue onward, so yeah. But I guess like my little like rant here that will get into like some spoilers, not like theory stuff, but like future events. Like it reminds me of the Spatial and Tempa battle and like the Interceptor battle with V and all of that. Because like when like you do like those like events, they are different, don't get me wrong, but it's somewhat similar that it's like with Spatial and Tempa, like here's the thing. I understand like the approach. It's not the wrong way to go about it. Like it builds up like the suspense. You know, there is no going back. Spatial and Tempo, they broke like the crystals. You got to go towards them, battle them, win, and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, especially for like newer repeat players, it sucks if you don't have the right team for those kind of like much more difficult battles, and you have to go back to an old save and redo the whole Amber thing, even though like it's not like a long event, but it's like you got to go way back within like a save file, go back to that one, get the right Pokemon, and then like go all the way back. Like it's not the end of the world by any means, but like if you don't do that, you're almost in a sense like soft locked within like the battle itself. I mean, as long as you can like spam like healing items and whatnot, then it's like maybe you can get past it. But like I just feel like if you don't have the right team, it just okos almost anything, depending on the team and whatnot that you have. Especially for like a no items run. Like if you don't have like the right thing, you definitely have to go back if you're not even like prepared for that. So yeah, and but very similar to like the V battle as well. Like going throughout the like little like kid labyrinth thing, getting to the end, battling Anna, I think like twice, and then V. Like I don't know why you just wouldn't add like a PC and a healing station right in front of the door before entering like the room. I don't understand that. Like it's weird. I understand it, but I don't understand it because it's like if you don't have the right team, you're almost essentially like soft locked, and that's really inconvenient. But I understand it because like it makes the story flow better by doing that. Like it adds suspense and whatnot. So like I get it on that side too. It's tricky. Either way, it's not like me trying to be like negative towards those kind of like things. I understand it. It's fine. I personally don't mind going back to like an old save and all of that, but I just feel like it is somewhat inconvenient for players, especially let's say if you don't have like a remote PC and you didn't like input like that password and all of that. So yeah, it also kind of like reminds me of like the gauntlet battle within like Rejuve as well, with the obliteration spell. Like if you don't have like the right team for that, then it's like you kind of have to like go back and redo some things to get to that point as well. And that also like can be somewhat inconvenient. I'll leave it at that for now. I guess, you know, maybe I'm wrong and I don't have the right mindset on it, but like again, I don't hate it. It's fine. I understand it completely. I don't mind going back to like an old save and doing it. I've done it countless times throughout different playthroughs of me going through the game, but I just can. I just see it like a thing that it's like it can be an inconvenience for others and whatnot. So I'll leave it at that. But I guess overall as well, you can just like let me know how you feel and think on that. But now we'll stop here. So, oh, that's my pen. Sorry. Um, okay. What to do? What to do? You don't really do anything because the Shadow Pokemon and well, Shadow Mewtwo and The Houndoom. What does she have? Houndoom, Golbat, and a few other Pokemon. Honestly, I just don't think Hershey does a lot for me. I kind of want to bring... Who do I want to bring? I definitely want Houndoom. Snarl definitely can help you quite a bit with the battle, if I'm not mistaken. Now, the shield thing is going to be different, so it might play out slightly different than what I'm used to, but I guess we'll see what happens. You would be terrible, I don't think, because like Golbat, Houndoom, but I'm also kind of thinking, why not add a second Hariyama to the team? I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, I definitely want to keep you. You can be useful. Priority's not bad on you, but I'm kind of thinking about getting a little goofy here. 2 Hariyama and a Graveler. Let's try it. Why not? Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. Let me get you guys some berries, since we are doing a no item run. Give you that. Give you that as well. And then I kind of want to... No, I want, oh, where is it? Well, I guess I'll just pause here real quick. Alrighty, I think I made all the changes that I wanted to the team. Okay, so yeah, there is no, like, PC. It automatically just puts you into this. As I said before, this lab was created to produce shadow Pokemon. Most of the shadow Pokemon are ordinary Pokemon and such, but I, the gorgeous and genius Madalis, went well beyond that scope. I have created the most powerful shadow Pokemon there is. Clara? Ma'am, call it as you wish. Releasing locks. Brace yourselves. It's coming this way. You know, it is something that's like interesting about like Madalis's like character and all of that. Now, I feel like most people probably don't like care or like her per se. I will not disagree with that opinion. I'm not really a big fan of her either. Let me word it this way. I don't hate her, but I don't love her either. Her attitude and personality, pretty crappy overall. However, I have to like give like credit to like Madalis, and I'm kind of curious on like her role. Like she does stuff within the game, but I'm curious on like V14 and onwards. Like what is she going to like do? You know, I'm just kind of like curious on all of that because like some certain things kind of like happen that I don't want to like get into. So I guess we'll find out in the future on that whole thing. But anyways, I'll leave that vague for now. But anyways, I feel like I'm being like repetitive here. Like, to give credit to her, like she is like incredibly smart. I feel like the right term is like she's like a double-edged sword. Like she's smart creating, you know, this armor Mewtwo abomination, you know, engineering the whole factory with the whole Volcanion thing and whatnot. Yet she is like her own worst enemy. Like she's incredibly smart and whatnot, but that personality and whatnot is what's going to be her own like defeat for, you know, herself and whatnot. That's how I kind of like feel. Maybe I could have worded that better, but like, I don't know. Like, I do want to give credit to like Madalis. Like, she is like a cool character, even though I may not be the biggest fan of her. But I do have to like respect her role within the game, if that's fair to say. Again, you can appreciate a good villain just as much as a good hero. Isn't it beautiful? This is the accumulation of all of my brilliant research and team. Actually, I think I read that word wrong, but that's okay. This Mewtwo, what is with all of that tech on it? Well, we had trouble keeping it obedient, especially when it became a shadow Pokemon. It inhabits its power a little bit, but it still blows everything away just fine. Alon, you're with me. Alita will need you for backup. Can I trust you with this? Of course. Oh, I almost forgot something super crucial. Don't think I didn't hear about that cute little device you had there. System activate the snag machine negation signal. Bro moment. Snag machine negation completed. Snag machine operations no longer functional. Not good. I was sort of banking on taking that Mewtwo back, and that's a little like comment towards where love lies, by the way. But the plan hasn't changed. We take this thing down together. Fall. For a moment. I guess we'll see what we can do here. Now, before we get into the battle, I will show off the team for new or repeat players that are curious on what I'm using. So we have ourselves a Pachirisu, moveset, IV spread and all here. Next up, Hariyama. Next up, Combusken, Houndoom, Hariyama again. Now it is a little bit interesting that I'm going to be using 2 Hariyamas, but honestly I don't see it as a bad thing either, especially doing a no items run, using duplicates. If it works out for you, why not? And then we have ourselves Rock here, and I forgot to give you Sturdy, that's my bad. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I think the right play is Nuzzle on the Shadow Mewtwo, lowering the speed and hopefully getting a few paralysis within the battle is going to be extremely useful towards you, because like every time like it gets paralyzed or flinched, that's a time that it's not able to attack and obliterate you or Kata. So yeah, I think I'm going to be a little bit different, go after the elephant here just to do some damage to it. Let's see, I'm dead here. Lucario's gone. I think I can go into you. And might be a misplay. Let me fake out the Mewtwo. Now go after the elephant. That paralysis totally mattered and I'm gonna run with it. Get rid of that. Combusken, Floette's gonna be really annoying, honestly. I mean, I guess I can go after the Mewtwo here. Fantastic paralysis there as well. That's gonna help out a lot. But that Floette is gonna be annoying. I kinda wanna get rid of it. Let me Vital Throw the Floette. Man, I am getting really lucky here. Do some damage to you. Almost kind of want to redo it with the amount of paralysis that I gotten. That's extremely, like, lucky on my end. I think I'm gonna run with it though, honestly. Now, like, the idea and strategy that I'm going with, like, it can work even if you don't get like a ton of paralysis, but if you don't get like a few here and there when it's crucial, you may have to roll and redo the battle again if you're trying to do something similar to what I'm doing, so do keep that in mind. But I will say I'm getting incredibly lucky here. And you know what? I'm gonna run with it, because I've had a lot of unlucky moments throughout the years with Pokemon, so I definitely welcome this one-time event. Alright, let's go for Snarl here. And again, keep lowering the special attack on the Houndoom. It's gonna be really helpful to you. Let's go into Rock here. And I'm gonna have fun. I wanted that to get taken out. That's okay. I think that's it. Now again, even if you don't get like as many paralysis that I do, you can still win and still make it work, but yeah, that's normally what I kind of like try to do, so yeah. But anyways, as you saw there, the green little eyeball there, when you do win the battle, you do get a karma point, and if you lose and continue onwards, you miss out on that point, just to give you a heads up on that as well. My, now that is a surprise. I knew the suit of armor inhibited Mewtwo's abilities, but I couldn't imagine this outcome. Too bad that's not enough to stop Mewtwo. Impossible. Even after that entire fight, it's like it didn't take any damage at all. Let me help you. My Pokemon are still healthy. No, you two need to leave right now. But you said, I know what I said, just listen to me. Why don't you just listen for once? What's going on? Alan, Alita, what is going on? Where did they go? I wasn't done killing them yet. Mewtwo, let's look for them. Not a chance. I'm still here. Fine, Clara, find them. As you wish. For a moment. Hey Alan, you gotta wake up. You can't lay down there. Oh, thank goodness. What kind of friend would I be if I let you wither away in toxic waste? Thanks, Alita. Huh, no problem. That's what friends are for, Alan. Where are we? We were fighting that Mewtwo and then suddenly the strange Pokemon appeared and then there was this bright light. Anyway, we seem to still be somewhere in Matalus's lab, I think. Let's team up again and find a way back. Sounds like a plan. I kinda wanna know if there's any items on the barrels. And it is kinda like cool because like it is like a different layout than before, cause like this never was a thing within V13. I know this may not be the time for this, but Alan, do you think any less of the sensei now that you know the truth? He's trying, he threw Sheridan away, he's a terrible person. I would say he's trying. He's trying, but sometimes there's a point where you just go too far, right? This clearly is too far. I should hate him. I should be so angry at him that I couldn't even speak his name. But it's not like that for me. Deep down, I still believe in him. It's like my very soul is telling me that he's doing this for everyone. Sorry, I didn't mean to waste your time. Let's find a way out. And again, like, I think Alita has, like, the right, like, mindset. Because it's like, I should be mad. I should be angry. Like, he literally was trying to kill and get rid of all of us with the way things were going. However, he was trying what he thought was best for everybody. Like, in the end, even though bad things would have happened, he negotiated a deal that came out with, you know, the outcome of, like, peace for the time being. And I think that in that situation probably is the right move. Even though it may not be the best move, it's probably one of the only moves that he had that he could have done at that given point in time. But I don't know, I guess people can feel differently if they wish to do so. I'm just a firm believer that, like, you know, everybody makes mistakes, everybody fumbles, everybody does some really stupid stuff. So, it happens to everyone. Generator room, I have a bad feeling about this. Kind of want to explore a little more first, actually. Flame charge. Let's see here. That's in the way. Locked. Okay. I wonder if you can ever get a key for this, though. I'm not sure. What is that? Oh hey, the Volcanion. So I guess they moved it in a different spot then. Well, I found you. You two have done a very, very good job of making it this far. The last party trick where you teleported had me like... I don't even know what to say. And... that was great. Answer me, Clara, where are we? This is the VGCR room, also known as the Volcanion Generator Control Room. That being said, the being you see here, is the generator of the facility. Its appendages are strewn all throughout the mountain. This Volcanion has been altered to become a literal heart for Matalus's laboratory. As long as it lives, this facility and Mewtwo shall be forever powered. I think that's what that said. What? But that means that no matter what Father does, Mewtwo cannot be beaten. Very good. There's one perk of that suit that Matterless failed to elaborate on. It receives energy directly from Volcanion whenever it falls into battle, reviving it instantly. The drawback in its power is rounded out by its immortality. What can we even do about it? You could try to break down the glass and destroy the Rift Volcanion. Trying to shatter the glass, I will give you one try. Why would you do that, Alita? One, if you actually broke the glass, you would literally fall in the pit of lava and... yeah, one of my favorite characters would no longer be here. Bruh moment. Ow, ow, ow. I'm sorry, I kind of like lost it for a second. I don't know why. I just was not expecting that. Okay. Bro, I cannot believe she actually tried. Imbecile, the glass is reinforced and cannot be broken. I don't know why, it kind of reminds me of something that like Terra did within like the whole like Reborn thing. Anyways, if it were that easy, the sheer temperature would be enough to melt the whole pane, or panel, whatever that said. I had to try something. Try this instead. What is up, losers? Sek has returned. Well, truthfully, Sek never left. There are thousands of Sek everywhere. Now Sek has the honor of killing you here. Get ready. Clara, what's going on? I don't think she's ever made that face before during V13. Isn't he just dreamy? A hunk of a husband. Perfectly cylindrical, or dirical. I suck at pronouncing words, sorry. And round, where did you... I can't read today. Where did your lives go so wrong? Right now we need to make a move and you're in the way. Alon, let's team up and knock these two away just like the last time. Murder these children, honey. You got it. Sek will tear these two apart. Battle mode initiating. Alrighty. Ah, Billy. I was kind of worried I wouldn't see you again. Oh my god, this is so cringe. That's like the original Billy that like I used during like V13 and I can't capture him? Oh, that makes me so sad. I'm sorry, Billy. I really want to capture you, man. You're like a staple to like my V13 series and V12 one. It kind of hurts to do this. Malfunctioning. Man, what is the deal with you two? Does Sek disgust you? Perhaps you have a Sek destroying blank. Very, very rude. This time it's Clara's turn. Sek will just explode himself into very fine pieces of orange metal. Boop. Sek, don't do this. I cannot live without you. Clara does not have to worry. There are many Sek, but only one Clara. Clara is one of a kind. Clara will meet another Sek and fall in love all over again. But now it is time for Sek to continue with Sek tradition. I won't let you. I'm so sorry, Clara. I didn't want it to be this way. That was anticlimactic. But they won't be bothering us anymore. There's gotta be something in this room we can use to stop the Volcanion. Let's take a look. I'm so sorry, Clara. Easily one of my favorite characters. Let's see here. Volcanion status resetting. Or resting, sorry. What does feed do? Okay. The poor thing can't even have a bite to eat. Inhumane. Transfer to the throne room. If we move Volcanion to the throne room, we might put Father in a really bad position. Is there really anywhere else we can transfer this thing? Well, let's take a look here. Shut down. Oh. Idle? Maybe if I capitalize it? We don't know the code, we should give up on this one. Or maybe there actually isn't a code for it. I guess we'll transfer it then, unfortunately. If anybody actually knows like the code, I'm kind of like curious, but I assume it's a thing that like there is like no choice. Volcanion was transferred to Gyarados Mountain. That could be anywhere, but at least we have a shot at taking this thing down. If only we didn't have to hurt it. Let's get this over with. Sounds like a plan. Oh. Hey, Crescent. Huh, someone else down here with us? I didn't get to catch who they were. Whatever, we got no time to speculate. Let's go. Sounds like a plan. Oh, okay. Do we just, go back to the throne room then? I mean, I guess so. I mean, I guess real quick though, I assume we still got the one battle with Volcanion. Let me... I'm gonna put you back and I... You're not terrible. I do want Houndoom because of like Snarl. You should be okay. Okay, I guess we can add this guy. I don't even know what word I said like a few seconds ago, but mispronounced something. I don't know why. I've been saying it like a million times. Like this episode, I just been screwing up like every single like word and sentence. Hopefully next episode, I'll be better. I don't think I really need to worry about berries. Oh, it's over there. There it is, Volcanion. It's exposed now. This might be our only way to take it down, Alon. It's so cruel to hurt this thing, but if we don't, I don't even want to think about it. Are you ready? Okay, let's do this. Wait, what? Oh, that's kind of cool. So they still kept this area within the game. Where do we end up? Inside of the rift. Mom, are you there? Mommy, I miss you. Please come home, Mom. You know, like, I really like how, like, they did this because, like, it's something that, like, I've thought about for a long while. Like, what is, like, this world and whatnot? And, you know, let me get into some spoiler stuff because, like, I really want to. And same thing as before, if you want to go to the comment section below, skip on ahead with a timestamp, go ahead and do so if you don't want to listen. But in my opinion, like this whole like world here is pretty much what Gyarados Mountain used to be before it got corrupted. And I feel like that's kind of like a really easy thing to like realize, and I feel like most people probably knew that before me, but I don't know, it's just something like I thought about like recently, and I'm like, you know what, like this had to be what it was, because like again, like they brought up before, the water had, you know, like purification like properties, like healing properties, you know, similar to like the one like Grove with the one like purification like pond lake thing that's like behind like the whole like gated thing. Like this whole place was a part of that, but unfortunately with Team Zen, it got corrupted, it got destroyed. And this used to be like a beautiful place, you know, Volcanion, you know, was just like chilling up here and whatnot. And then unfortunately, you know, Team Zen arrived and it just kind of went downhill from there. It sucks and it's terrible, but that's just what happened. And of course, like with the whole like legendary thing with Volcanion like speaking, like it's possibly like some like actual like person, like where's like my mom at, because like it's brought up before that like legendaries potentially like are like people in a sense. Like it's weird, it's like word, right? Because like Spacia, Tempa, R, Dialga, Palkia, Yveltal, Xerneas, Indrid, Nimra. Zygarde, I have a really wild theory on that, by the way. I'm 90% sure Zygarde is at rest, and the reason why at the very end of the game, the whole, like, missing thing, is because, like, Adrest got up and deleted by Varia for, you know, saying her name, and realizing that, like, she's actually still out there and alive and didn't actually sacrifice herself. I may be wrong on that, but that's my prediction on that whole thing. But clearly, like, it is a thing, like, legendaries are, like, people, maybe not every legend, but I will assume most, if not all of them, were at some point that, I guess, because, like, again, like, the Volcanian's, like, saying, like, Mom, where are you? I miss you. So, yeah, I don't know, just kind of, like, wanted to put the pieces together on that whole thing. It is a really, like, sad thing overall, because, like, the area here, like, it's beautiful. But now, you know, you can't really revert it back. Oh, you're that trainer from the mountain. Trainer, will you take me to my mom? I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to go home. Will you take me to her? Thank you. Please take me to my mom. Now, this battle can be somewhat on the tricky side. Same thing here. I would go for Nuzzle. Go for Spark here. And then go into Nautilus and just keep going for Snarl. I think the right play is just, again, going for Snarl, lower the special attack. It's going to help you in the long run. I guess what we can do here then is go for Fake Out, go for Knockoff, and I believe this is our specially defensive Hariyama. So hopefully we can take the hit. That burn honestly sucked a lot, but it happens. And that crit sucked too. Okay. Let's go for Bulldoze. Fantastic. We got very lucky there, but I'm gonna run with it. Thank you. Oh, I forgot to show the team for that battle, sorry. But it's pretty much like the same team as before. Rest in peace, Volcanian. Hopefully you are in a better place now. Alon, let's go back to the throne room with Volcanian down. Maybe we can make a difference. Sounds like a plan. Oh, here we go. I don't think we have any other battles, by the way, so it's mainly just text. No! Oh, thank goodness, he's just knocked out. Father's gonna be okay. I wouldn't get your hopes up. The children have returned and just on time, too. It seems Clara failed in taking the both of you down. We thrashed that robot and took out your precious generator. What are you talking about? That's impossible. It's true, Volcanian is no more, your facility is done for. Huh, so that's where you ended up. Sorry to say the Volcanian wasn't the only source of power here. Come Mewtwo. For a moment. No. Oh, but yes. Mewtwo, eliminate the both of them. Mew. What? You're so precious. You were so preoccupied with these children that you didn't even consider the possibility of a third party. Oh, hey Crescent. And that was your biggest mistake. What did you do? It's simple, actually. We took the time to thrash around and destroy the 3 hidden generators around the mountain. They were quite simple to find once we found their general locations. Then one by one Gothitelle tore them apart. It doesn't matter, it's still a Shadow Pokemon, and Shadow Pokemon obey my command. Mewtwo, enough messing around. Destroy them. Psyshock. What's going on? Please help her. No, that voice. Can it really be? Help Alita. Talia. What? Sensei, I've done a lot of wrong things in my life. So many people have lost their lives because of me. Their suffering and their burden will stay with me for my entire existence. But if there's one thing I can do, it's to atone for my sins by saving you too. No, don't be stupid. We can all return together. Alita, please forgive me, but I've been a terrible father, and I wouldn't blame you if you decided to resent me. Then do one last thing for me, please. Run from here. Allow me to atone for my sins. We can't just... You there, girl. Please. Gothitelle. No. Gothitelle, what's so funny? Thank you. I wasn't doing it for you, and by the way, we'll be leaving you here. Gothitelle and I have a lab to trash. I know, I'll accept this fate. Foolish. You are a fool, Kata. Very interesting. So like it plays a lot differently than like the previous one. I don't know, like I like the old one a lot, but I also like this one too, especially with like the zoomy art with him like holding back like the Mewtwo that still has, you know, like the shadification stuff within it. Really cool overall. Somewhere very distant. Oh hey, what's going on, guys? Can you please explain to me what's going on, Nastasia? Ever since your idiotic attack on the SS Oceania, we've been on a massive decline. We've lost Malia. Do you understand what that means for us? Not only that, but Zeta has been captured by Crescent. Please tell me how we're supposed to operate now. Zeta is the only one out of all of us who is capable of creating dimensional rift. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to tone it down about 3 notches. Tone it down? You're in no position to scold me after all of this. And guess what? We got notice that Madalys failed her mission too. That worthless trash heap of an admin. I don't understand how you all can be so calm. Speak of the devil and she shall appear. I see Gira is actively working on giving everyone in the facility a migraine. If a migraine is what it takes for any of you morons to take things seriously, then fine. It's good to see you, Madalys. It's unfortunate that it has to be on these circumstances. We're all very curious on how you were defeated so embarrassingly. Care to give us some insight? Alright, I need a drink. There's your insight. Neve, 1 margarita on the rocks, please. I think it would be wise to answer Nastasia, rather than run away to the bar for a cheap out. Why are men so complicated? All I asked for was a drink. Well, if you really want to know what happened, it was because of that fiendish traitor, sorry. Oh, a traitor? Now this is very interesting. It was that sniveling sensei of Sheridan Village, Kata. Everything was going so perfectly, I just needed a few more days. And it's because of him that stupid Alan and that Mewtwo was lost. Oh, but don't worry, I got my just desserts soon after. Kata of Sheridan Village is no more. So pathetic, I would have never let this happen in the first place. Then why don't you try being useful for once? Maybe instead of playing video games all day, you could actually contribute to something. That's just a thought though, dearie. Talk all you want, you failure. Oh yeah, I forgot a crucial detail of my failure. Crescent was there too, and she caused a whole lot of problems. How would you fare against her, I wonder? Crescent again. What the? What's wrong? I'm gonna need everyone here now. Can someone tell me what this blob is doing in our lounge? Oh, you know, we left it in here after it asked nicely. Let it in here, sorry. Of course no one can tell what this thing is, idiot. Settle down. Whatever this thing is, it's about to do something. Hey guys, what's up? Got a cool little lounge here. You know, I wouldn't mind playing pool with them if they didn't want to, like, capture me and whatnot. That's Alan. How did they get in our facility? Well, look at this. Seems like things are falling into place for us. What are we doing running our mouths? Capture them. My name is Neve. I'm sorry, but this is where your journey ends. Come quietly and we will not hurt you. Oh, they got rid of the... Okay. I wonder why then. That's so weird. Like, it was a small hidden, like, detail. Like, they, like, they had, like, their leader down there. It don't matter. I'll just say the name. They had, like, Madam X, like, down there, like, looking, like, up while we're, like, running around. But I guess they got rid of that then. I mean, maybe to, like, keep her, like, still, like, a mystery to, like, new... sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic there. But to, like, new, like, players and whatnot, you know? I don't know, I wish they didn't take that out. Like, that was a small, cool detail. Weird that they took that out. Hi, we've already met. Remember at Karados? That was quite embarrassing, yes? How about a rematch? This time, I won't be so kind. Are you the one who caused Madalis so much trouble? How cute. The name's Gira if you're causing Madalis this many problems. I have a feeling we're gonna get along just fine. I believe we've met before too, I'm sure you remember. It's quite fortunate that you ended up here. How that is possible is another matter. As for me, my name is Nastasia. Now, what to do with you? I bet the boss would be very happy to see them after everything they've done. How about we show them a bit of our anger too? I see no reason to hurt them unless they show more resistance. Let me at 'em. I deserve this. This is my redemption story. Sorry. Someone, grab them. Darn it, we gloated too much. We lost our opportunity. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of those, I'm sure of it. Just know that the game is on, Alan. Let's see who best who. And next time I'll do so well, I'll get promoted, yeah? Well, bye guys. It was nice seeing you. Alita. Still nothing from Alan? No, I've asked everyone around here, the village, and no one has seen anything. What if Alan didn't? Alita, you can't think that way. I'm sure Alan will turn up when you least expect them to. As long as Alan shows up at all. Alan, where are you? What's that? For a moment. Alan! Just where have you been? I've been worried sick about you. How long was I gone? What happened? What happened? The last thing I remembered, let's see, we were fighting Madalis and there was a flash of bright light. Soon after, I was suddenly woke up here in Sheridan by myself. I feared the worst, but I'm glad you're actually okay, Alan. I know Sensei, no, my father isn't here anymore. His memory will continue. Alright, sorry for the pause there. And I'll be strong enough to carry his legacy for him. That aside, I haven't just been moping around for an entire week. I took what you told me and did some research on those things called shadow Pokemon. The eldest and I may have found something that could purify them. The eldest is eager to share what we found, so please speak to her. Remember that huge wooden gate down on the lower level of the village. We'll be waiting there. Please don't take too long, but if you need the rest, that's fine too. I think I'm gonna go rest and take a break and yeah. Also, before we do end off today's episode here, what I think we will do for the next episode is, before getting into that whole thing there and continuing the main story, next episode I think we'll just go ahead and do a help center episode and then carry on with the main story and all of that. So yeah. Now, like I brought up at the beginning, I do apologize for the lack of uploads. Hopefully we should be getting somewhat back on track. Again, I've just been very busy, so yeah. And I also apologize for this episode. I feel like it's like really like crappy with like me like reading stuff and how like everything like played out. I feel like I could have just done better, but I guess today's just one of those off days, so Yeah, but anyways though, thank you guys so much for watching, definitely do appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.